the aftermath, when I was here talking to some of the people, there was a lot of anger and a lot of hostility because once again, Muslims have fallen victim to another terrorist attack. We've allowed in this country for Islamophobia to grow and to thrive. We really crack down on those hate preachers. But then when you've got preachers and people like Tommy Robinson, far right political groups who want to call themselves political parties, we're allowing them room to spew out their hatred as well. So we need to really take the responsibility on the shoulders as well. The media have a massive role to play in that as well by branding this a terrorist attack. Just because he's a white man doesn't mean that he can't be a terrorist as well. And let's take the lone wolf. He might have been drunk, mental illness. Let's take all of that out of the equation. He's a terrorist with a crazy ideology, and he wanted to instill fear into the community by mounting the pavement and killing Muslim men and women. But we've seen the rise in the level of animosity, hatred towards the other. We've seen that with hate crimes after the Brexit vote. We've seen that after the war on terror and after 9/11, that whole hatred towards Muslims. We've seen that on the rise, and it's unfortunate that someone has acted upon that and that decided to mount the pavement and kill innocent people. It comes down to the media and all of us to really think about how we continue to live our lives after every terrorist attack. Why do we constantly make the Muslim community the suspect community and have this level of scope harsher than any other communities? And you mentioned that 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes until they announced it as a terrorist attack. But I was here on the ground for 2.5 hours, and the anger was stemmed from the fact that news outlets, BBC News, Sky News, were calling it major incident, a minor incident, car collision. Let's call it what it is from the get-go, because if it was any shade darker than white, they would call it a terrorist attack because they would have been trying to link it, oh, he might have been Moroccan or Syrian descent. So let's call it what it is, and I'm glad that we're starting to take those steps to call it what it is.